There's only one person.
Y'all, Katt Williams is exposing Jay-Z for being a fake friend, and Katt Williams has been on a roll these past couple of days spilling ton Diddy, and it looks like he has more tea to spill cuz he just came out to reveal how Jay-Z threw Diddy under the bus when his allegations became known like Katt. Williams tell her Jay-Z and Diddy were allegedly involved in the same kind of shady stuff, and they even allegedly had freak-offs together and did more nasty things that could get them canceled, but after Diddy got exposed by Cassie and the rest of his accusers, Jay-Z suddenly started to distance himself from Diddy and pretend like Diddy didn't exist, while Katt is now bringing some hard evidence to show that the reason Jay-Z is no longer friends with Diddy is that he allegedly is paranoid that if he continues to associate with Diddy, his own shady secrets could be blown up, and he is desperate to avoid a scandal by all means necessary. But hold on, cuz it gets even crazier, because Katt also exposed Jay-Z of allegedly trying to take Diddy out to protect his own secrets. But what secrets are we talking about here, and why is Jay-Z suddenly so desperate to protect them also? Is Diddy really planning to snitch on Jay-Z, get the mob off of his back?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do for him, Jay?
I want to take him back a little bit.
Damn, man,
Put your Rockefeller signs on the sky.
Okay, so if y'all thought that Katt Williams was going to start losing momentum and finally stop spilling tea on CBS, well, you clearly don't know Katt, cuz that man don't slow down for nothing. Y'all saw him running he fast, but as long as there's still tea to be spilled, I'll better believe you're going to see Katt out here giving all the messy details, and this time it's nothing different, cuz he is keeping his foot firmly on Diddy's neck and spilling some insane a couple of days ago. C broke the internet when he revealed that Diddy tried to seduce him and offered him $50 million for an affair.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Yeah, this is very wild, because $50 million is an insane amount of money. Like, listen exactly how D-Bad was. Diddy for Katt, was it love or was it lust or was it something in between? We'll probably never know. But it is kind of interesting though, isn't it? But I'm not going to lie. I've been wondering why on earth Diddy would even proposition Katt, knowing how Katt is when he comes to dealing with these kinds of situations in the industry. I mean, Katt is literally known for being something of a whistleblower. We're in the industry and he doesn't like Diddy, so how on earth did Diddy think that it was a smart idea for him to go after Katt? I'm not trying to be shady, but Diddy has been doing a pretty bad job of keeping his private shenanigans secret because his business has been in the streets forever, and I'm not even going to talk about Cassie's lawsuit and how she exposed Diddy in a bad way before that. There have been talks about Diddy being on the down low, swinging with men in the industry and throwing on gay parties and all types of stuff. We have had so many people talking about Diddy and his active activities for the longest time, like his former bodyguard Gene Dill, who spoke about how Diddy and Will Smith both attended gay parties together.
You told me before that she was at a party before that they attended, and you said the party was weird. Tell me about that.
I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay no more. What the f is going on here? It's just a lot of weird dude. You know what I'm saying?
And he said, yo, Gene, watch the door. Don't let nobody come through here. And I said, I watched the door. If I watched the door and him and a man ran out naked, and I said that, ain't nobody told me that. I saw that myself.
Now, actor Orlando Brown also claimed that Diddy gave him some mouth action, some gosh mass mish, if you know what I mean.
He's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. You know, we sitting there bopping to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the f is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then it's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there like butt ass naked.
You did. Did you never hear of slapping people with an NDA before? I mean, he was engaging in some very freaky stuff with them. But in the case of John Daly, y'all mean to tell me that Diddy didn't make him sign an NDA or anything during or after he worked for him? Y'all, the moment G started spilling E on Diddy, he should have been hit with an NDA injectees. Diddy dropped the ball there, and everybody has been spilling tea on him left and right now. According to Katt, this was Diddy's biggest mistake, so when people started giving him the side eye, but according to Katt, there are so many high-profile celebs who are just as bad as Diddy or even worse, but they're way smarter about staying low-key, and they make everybody sign an ironclad NDA before engaging in anything freaky with them, allegedly. And Jay-Z is supposed to be one of those artists. Have you ever wondered why we never see or hear anything about Jay-Z? Or Beyonce? Well, listen, he had a whole affair on her, and we stood on know who Becky with. The good hair is, but according to Katt, just because we don't hear about Jay-Z doesn't mean that he hasn't been up to some shenanigans, because he and Jay-Z have allegedly been involved in some very messy drama together. Now, Jaguar Wright has been trying to tell us about this because according to her, Jay-Z is way worse than Diddy, but he has been getting away with it because he is smarter than Diddy and he has been way more careful.
John Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
But like I said, Katt is now exposing Jay-Z's secret shenanigans with Diddy. And even worse, he is claiming that Jay-Z has betrayed Diddy and thrown him under the bus. After Diddy got exposed, he pointed out that there has been talk for years that Jay-Z is not exactly a great guy that he pretends to be in the media. And no, I'm not talking about him cheating on Beyonce once with Becky. I'm talking about the fact that he has been accused over the years of either allegedly grooming young girls or helping other men in the industry to groom young girls. For example, the streets have been saying for the longest time that he allegedly started grooming Foxy Brown when she was only 14, and they eventually hooked up when she was about 15 years old, and he was a 24-year-old adult man, which is very creepy. But anyways, Jay-Z eventually addressed the rumors in his song Picasso Baby, where he said, okay, I never stuck my C in the Fox box, but dang if I ain't opened Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox. My Mirandas don't stand a chance with cops. Even my old fans like, oh man, just stop. Well, as it turns out, Foxy was embarrassed that he even said this because she had asked him to ignore the rumors and let it be in an interview. She said, was I shocked when Jay said the line, and we have a history that supersedes music. We know how this business works. We sit back and we laugh at those rumors. We laugh at that. I think he began to feel the pressure because people began to say my age. The age thing, she was 15, 14 after a while. That gets to a person. The fact that he felt he needed to say that means something struck a chord. Well, C pointed out how weird it was that Jay-Z felt he had to address these rumors in the first place. He also pointed out how it was such a big red flag that she felt the need to defend him as a grown man, pointing out how it was similar to how groomers and their victims operate. And before y'all come for me and talking about how it was all consensual, let me remind you that she would have been a minor at the time, so there was no way that she could have given consent to be intimate with an older man. It's literally a crime, but that's not all in this shady stuff that Jay-Z has been linked to, because he was besties with R. Kelly while R. Kelly had an illegal marriage with Aaliyah when she was a minor, and Arelli even tricked her into marriage with him when she was just 15 again. This was illegal as F because Aaliyah was a minor, and as such she couldn't sign legal documents for herself and needed a parent or guardian to do that on her behalf. So R. Kelly really played some Hollywood games. And when you've got clout, you can pull off some very shady moves, and he managed to score for some paperwork that magically said Aaliyah was 18 and therefore legally old enough to Consent to marriage. The marriage got annulled when the truth came out, and turns out R. Kelly, well into his 20s at the time, have forged documents to marry a child. It's mind-boggling that he dodged these serious consequences. I mean, he had her broke about 1,000 laws or something like that, but that's the power of money and influence. It can get you out of all types of sticky situations. But listen, if this had happened in 2024, our color would have been canceled in a heartbeat, and social media would have erupted, investigations would have kicked off from forging documents, marrying a child, and he would have been booted out of the industry faster than you can say scandal. But you know, things were different in the 90s, but hey, karma eventually caught up with him, and now he's behind bars. But here's the bizarre twist: Jay-Z didn't cancel R. Kelly and distance himself from him. Not at all. Instead, he dropped a joint album and even hit the road together with him for a tour. Jaguar W spoke up about it, wondering how Jay-Z thought it was acceptable to roll with R. Kelly. It's a head-scratcher for sure.